Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I welcome all of you to His Holiness Candramauli Swami daily class. And today Maharaj will continue on Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 9, verse 29. Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. So with your permission, Maharaj, I will share the screen.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Maharaj's voice is not clear.
Yes, Maharaj, your voice, I thought it's some background noise, but... Maharaj, your voice is not coming. Your voice is coming when somebody drinks the helium balloon.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. Savrashtra Prabhupada. Guru Maharaj, your voice is muffled and it's not clear at all.
Still same problem, Maharaj, sorry.
No. Maybe must go out from Zoom and then go back.
Yeah.
Yes, I think sometimes better to just log out and log in again, Maharaj, if possible, please. Your voice is coming like...
Yeah.
I think some problem.
Like from Kotu.
It's not good.
This voice is reminding Maharaj, as I said earlier. It's like...
No, Prabhuji.
No, Maharaj, sorry, we can't hear you. Means we can hear, but something very distorted voice. It's like a very young girl is speaking, like kind of a distorted voice. Sorry, Maharaj.
Can you hear us now?
Yes, we can hear
Is
you.
it better?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, yes.
Is it better? Okay.
Yes, we can hear you very clearly.
Switch the...
Good.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Yes,
Is that
Maharaj.
better?
Yes, yes, please. Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
Over to you,
Ready.
Maharaj.
One minute here. Okay, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Bhagavat Chikirsitam Aham Karavani Yatandritaha Nehamana Praja Sargam Vadhyayam Yat anugrahat. Please tell me so that I may be taught in the matter by the instruction of the personality of Godhead, and may thus act instrumentally to generate living entities without being conditioned by such activities. Srila Prabhupada's purport. Brahmaji does not want to become a speculator depending on the strength of his personal knowledge and conditioned to material knowledge. Everyone should know in clear consciousness that one is, in the execution of all activities, an instrument. The conditioned soul is instrumental in the hands of the external energy, Gunamayi Maya, or the illusionary energy of the Lord, and in the liberated state, the living entity is instrumental to the will of the personality of Godhead directly. To be instrumental to the direct will of the Lord is the natural constitutional position of the living entity, whereas to be an instrument in the hands of the illusionary energy of the Lord is material bondage for the living entity. In the conditioned state, the living entity speculates on the absolute truth in his different activities. But in the unconditioned stage, the living entity directly receives knowledge from the Lord, and such a liberated soul acts flawlessly without any speculative habit. In the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10, verses 10 and 11, confirms emphatically that the pure devotees who are constantly engaged in the loving service of the Lord are directly advised by the Lord, so much so that devotees unwaveringly makes progress on the path back home, back to Godhead. Pure devotees of the Lord are therefore not proud of their definite progress, whereas a non-devotee speculator is in the darkness of illusionary energy and is very much proud of his misleading knowledge based on speculation without any definite path. Lord Brahma wanted to be saved from that pitfall of pride, although he was posted in the most exalted position within the universe. Omagyantimirandasya Ganajana Salakaya Chakshun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimakte Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavari Pasyatya Desatarne Vansha Kalpatarubhischa Kripa Sindhu Paevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namaho Namaha Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So the living entity has some free will, as Krishna is Swarat. That's mentioned in the very first verse in the Srimad Bhagavatam. One of the qualities of Krishna is Swarat, which means he is completely independent. He doesn't depend on anything, and no one can control him. He's completely independent. And the living entity, us, the Jiva soul, are part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. So we also have some of his qualities, but in minute quantity. Although he has unlimited qualities, we have many of those same qualities, not all, but in a minute quantity. And that nature of Swarat is limited in the connection with the living entities. What is that Swarat? We can choose the material or the spiritual. When we choose one, we are immediately put under the energy of that particular energy. When we choose the material energy, we come under what is called the three modes of material nature, and we are influenced by these three modes depending on the nature of our consciousness and the nature of the activity. So when we perform a particular activity, we are placed under the influence of a particular mode, either mode of goodness, mode of passion, and mode of ignorance. And based on the energy of that mode, we may say the qualities of that mode, we act and get a particular type of result accordingly. So because we are under the material energy, we are under what is called that energy, which is what we say illusionary. In other words, we think we are doing it, but we are not doing it. And at the same time, the results are not within our ability to manifest. And so we are like instruments. It's like being on a stage where there is a puppeteer who is controlling the puppets. You can't see him, but you can see the puppets and you can see the strings being pulled. So in the same way, the conditioned soul is under the influence of these three modes of material nature. We can't see how we are being controlled, but the control is happening simply by the direction of that energy, which is an energy of the Lord, for the entanglement of the conditioned souls in the material energy, based on a certain quality, either goodness, passion, or ignorance, or a combination of all three. And therefore, we are what we says, because the energy is illusionary, what does it mean? Illusionary, it means it's not permanent. It's what is called mutable. That means changeable. The material energy keeps moving, and therefore the living entity is forced into the process of change constantly. Although we don't want change, we get change. And even if we want change, that change may not be according to how we want it. So that is the nature of the energy, it keeps changing, changing. That's why it's illusionary. So whatever you establish in this world, whatever you do in this world, becomes affected by that constant change. And the results are based on one of the three modes. Either happiness in the mode of goodness, suffering in the mode of ignorance, or a combination of suffering and happiness in the mode of passion, and based on the desire to control the material energy, which is really not happiness, but sometimes the term is used because in some cases one is not suffering, but at the same time they are still struggling. So it cannot be called happiness, but sometimes just for the sake of understanding, we give some credit to the material energy, saying there's some happiness there, which really means a relief from the suffering that we undergo. Now, then you have the spiritual energy, which is the Daivi Shakti, the energy which is controlled by the Supreme Lord through his different energies. Parasya Shakti Vidhaya Suyate Swabhaviki Jnanam Balakriya. What does that mean? That when Krishna wants something to happen, he simply desires it. He doesn't actually have to do anything on a personal level. He simply thinks, and that energy works accordingly. So for the conditioned souls, everything is being done by the material energy, and for the devotees, the Lord is directly involved to bring the devotee what he needs to engage in devotional service, and at the same time teach him how to make progress in devotional service. That's done through the energies, and the energies are represented by different personalities. And in the case of the execution of devotional service, we work under the guidance of the spiritual master. Sometimes we take direct guidance from the Shastras himself, which is, in one sense, the words of the spiritual teachers also. And here, Brahma, Prabhupada said he does not want to become a speculator and think that he can do it based on his own efforts. This is a very important principle that we should understand. What is the quality of our ability to carry out anything? It's the mercy of the Lord. You might say it's my karma, but because the Lord is in control of everything, ultimately, even your karma is in control. It's controlled by the Lord, and it's given accordingly. So, for example, when you want to do something, you have to make sure that the things you need to do it and the time is available and the place is right. And then and when you feel, then you decide to do something. But ultimately, even then, there's no guarantee that the results will come according to your desire. As it explains in the Bhagavad Gita, that the living entity is 1/5 of the process of activity, whereas endeavor, time, place, circumstance, paraphernalia, and ultimately the supersoul make up the process of activity. But when one engages in devotional service according to the instructions of the spiritual master, and they are fully engaged, what is fully engaged? That means mind, body, and words. That means everything is mind, senses, body, words, everything is engaged. And then one is completely under the influence of the spiritual energy. And even if the desired result does not manifest, still one gains simply by executing devotional service. But one, of course, even in the spiritual realm, one seeks a particular result from their activities. Just like when you preach, you want to somehow or other affect the conditioned souls so they can take advantage of the mercy and move forward in their devotional life. So you have a desired result. But in any case, whatever the result is, it is always beneficial, both for the recipient and for the or for the doer. Why? Because on the spiritual process, there is no inebrities, there's no loss, there is no, what we say, in other words, everything is conducted by that spiritual energy, and the Lord is, and of course, the essence of it is to please the Lord by devotional service. And when the Lord is pleased, then it says, then the devotee makes progress on the path of devotional service and becomes happy. When sometimes devotees wonder, well, how do I know that Krishna is pleased by the activities I perform? And Prabhupada would give a very simple but a very direct answer. Well, because we are part and parcel of the Lord, we are never separated from the Lord. Although we may feel separation from the Lord, still we are not. The feeling of separation is just a state of consciousness, that's all. We can never be separated from the Lord. But because we are always connected with the Lord, either in the material world, even in the spiritual world. So when we engage in devotional service and the Lord is pleased, Prabhupada would say, you're pleased. Why? Because we are part and parcel of Krishna, and therefore we experience the pleasure. We also experience pleasure when we please the Lord like that. And so Brahma, he wants to please the Lord. Therefore, he says, I don't want to do it on my own personal knowledge. I need your mercy. I need your direction, like that. So one who takes direction from the spiritual master, one who takes direction from the guru, disciples, or from the guru, shastra, and sadhus, will make progress on devotional service very quickly and easily, and it becomes a very joyful process. This process by nature is joyful, but as long as we work according to the directions given by us, to us, by the Guru, by the Supreme Lord, and guided by Shastric evidence. So Brahmaji, he's an instrument, and this is also another part. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, what is that verse? It's in the third chapter, verse number 27, where it says the conditioned soul thinks himself the doer of activities which are carried out by material nature or carried out by the direction of the Supreme Lord through his spiritual energy.
प्रकृते क्रियमाणानि गुणे कर्माणि सर्वे
Ahankara vimudatma. So that word ahankara is very, we think we're doing things, but actually we're not. We have a desire, and based on a desire, we're acting. But the results of the activities is not depending on us, either spiritual or even material also. Yeah. So we have to act and depend on Krishna, depend on the mercy of the spiritual master in order to get the desired results. Yeah, to think one is the doer is what the conditioned souls continue to struggle with. They know that by their activities, things happen. Therefore, they immediately conclude, it must be me that's making it happen. And if it doesn't come out accordingly, it means I did it wrong or they didn't plan right. And so they keep adjusting. And you'll see they have so many books called self-help books, how to overcome situations, how to be more effective, how to do things more expertly. So many books. The shelves are full of these books given by people who have nothing to do but speculate on how to control the material energy. And based on their conclusions, then they sell some books. So that's about all. Nobody really gains anything. Because if you want to be successful in anything, simply depend on the Lord's mercy and act accordingly. Even in your material life, it says one should remember Krishna always and act like that. As Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Yat karosi yararasi yat yahosi dadasi yat tapasi tukunteya tad kurusham mararpanam. All that you do, all that you eat, all that you offer and give away, as well as all austerities you perform, should be done as an activity to me. So he's saying, make your life one with devotion by learning the science of how to connect even your day-to-day material activities in the mood of devotion to the Supreme Lord. And that's an art you have to learn from the spiritual master. Okay, so these are some points on this verse, and this is very, very important. Brahmaji is humble. He's very powerful. I mean, he's the first living entity, and he got the information he needed to do his service from Krishna himself. I mean, Krishna was his guru directly, but he's not proud, thinking, well, I know so much. I am so qualified. I had Krishna's personal association. Still, he's humble. Why? Because he's intelligent. And the sign of humility, the sign of intelligence, is to understand one's position. And that knowledge teaches you that ultimately you are, what we say, always in a position of dependence. And that makes one humble. When they realize that I'm not the doer, and whatever I need to succeed in my devotional service, I have to act in such a way as I can access the mercy of the Lord. And when one practices humility, then one gets the mercy of the Lord directly, simply by practicing that quality. As Krishna explains in the Bhagavad Gita, amanitvam, madambitvam, ahimsam arjavam. He says the 20 items of knowledge. What does he say? The first one, amanitvam, which means humility. So he, after explaining, or after he mentioned 20 items, the first one is humility. Because humility actually attracts the attention of the Lord. Humility is so powerful that it actually is considered devotional service in itself. That's the only quality that's considered to be devotional service. So one who's humble, they're actually executing devotional service. But what is humility? That's a very big subject. But the essence of humility is I can do anything with the mercy of the Lord, and without the mercy of the Lord, I can't do anything. That's the essence of the definition of humility. Okay, so we'll stop there and open it up for some discussion.
Thank you, Maharaj, for highlighting the value of how we can be instrument in the hands of Lord. And it's our choice whether we want to make Lord as our puppeteer or we want to make material energy as our puppeteer. So thank you very much for highlighting this very, very important point.
We have
Hare Krishna.
3.5 people with us today. Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
So Hare Krishna, dear devotees, if you have any questions, comments, realization, request you to please raise your hand. Or if you can't, then you can type in chat window and I will try to read on your behalf. Also, my humble request. So how many of you want to make your spiritual master or you want really mercy of Maharaj? How many of you want mercy of Maharaj? Only 4. Rest all.
Yeah, because they know the kind of mercy I give, they don't like.
Okay, just waiting for 10 more seconds. How many more? Just showing how many are active. Okay. So whoever wants mercy of Maharaj, at least please switch on your video if possible. In Sunday class, there was 100% video. So that was really good. Maharaj was not there. Shridevi Mataji was giving class, but that was good. So try
Let's
to
switch to gallery here somehow.
Okay, so now
That's not gallery. Here it says here, switch to gallery view.
so
Okay, there you go.
okay, dear devotees. So if you have any questions, you can now raise your hand and
Wow, look at all the hands. Is these questions or they're
I
just
think
looking for some kind of mercy?
they are looking for your mercy, Maharaj, looks like, but maybe through in the form of questions now. They are thinking why I am the host today. They might be cursing for that moment. But okay, Shridevi Mataji, please go ahead.
Thank you, Vrindavanath. Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept our humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to you, Guru Maharaj. This is such a instructive verse and such an important verse. I'm still trying to understand it correctly. 2 particular sentences in this purport, to me, are a little, difficult. It says here, the pure devotees are directly advised by the Lord so that the devotee unwaveringly makes progress on the path home back to Godhead. But they are already pure devotees. So what is this making progress on the path back home back to Godhead? Because they're already pure. So I don't understand why it is explained like that.
Well, they still may be they still may be in the material world, right?
Hmm.
So means that they're closing out their sojourn in the material world and coming closer to the point where they can enter into the spiritual world.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yes.
and so it doesn't mean you're pure, you can't make any more progress. Pure, there's different levels of purity also.
Hmm.
There's pure, more pure, and most pure. Just like when we speak about prema bhakti, there are 8 stages of prema bhakti, and each one is more full of has more qualities of the nature of prema bhakti, all the way up to the highest stage of prema bhakti, which was mahabhava. So how many people are on the mahabhava stage? You can count them on one hand. So yeah, no matter what situation you are, pure or unpure, progress is always available. What was your second bewilderment?
You had also explained once, Guru Maharaj, that there are 2 kinds of pure devotees. You said one is completely pure and sent by the Lord to save the conditioned souls. The other is trying to become pure. That is, his intent is pure, but he or she may have still material attachments, material conditioning, and so on. But because their intent is pure, they are also considered pure. Is that correct? What my understanding?
Slight adjustment, they're acting purely. They may not be pure in consciousness. They still may have material desires, but they don't act on them. They don't act on their material desires. They're acting in the realm of pure devotional service. So in that sense, the definition is extended. But they're also considered pure devotees because they're acting purely. That's a good one, right? You like that
Yes,
one?
thank you so much, Guru Maharaj.
You
Hare
can be a
Krishna.
pure devotee right now. It's by activity. Eh?
Thank you, Mataji.
Ji.
Shiva Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Nice and loud.
No doubt, Brahms Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. So, Maharaj, on today's lecture, Maharaj, couple of things. Like in one of the group study that we do on Bhagavatam Maharaj in the congregation, this topic came up where the devotee was explaining that a jiva does not exercise his free will unless he comes into contact of devotees, unless he has exposure to the Shastra in the form of Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam, whatever he does is subjected to the three modes. Technically he does not have free will, is what he was kind of trying to share this perspective, Maharaj.
A devotee or a non-devotee?
A non-devotee, Maharaj. He said
Yeah,
to
non-devotee doesn't have any free will.
So, Maharaj, in that case, sorry. Yes.
Because they're working under the three modes of material nature. They give their free will over to the material energy, and it controls them based on the nature of their desire. They're controlled by their desire.
So, Maharaj, in that case, Maharaj, my question would be, if a non-devotee is totally dependent on Sukruti, which he is supposed to receive from the devotees, enough Sukruti to develop the desire to attain lotus feet of Krishna, does that mean that non-devotee...
That's causeless mercy. That's why. That's causeless mercy. How a devotee somehow or other, or how a non-devotee comes to Krishna consciousness, that's causeless mercy.
So, Maharaj,
that's a big discussion in the Madhurya Kandambini. How one gets the good fortune of coming to Krishna conscious. Is it karma? Is it activities? Is it association? Ultimately, it comes down to it's the causeless mercy of the pure devotee. So because it's causeless, there's no definition for it.
So Maharaj, just one question I had, Maharaj, on that topic. In fact, the discussion was on Madhurya Kadambini only, Maharaj, as you pointed out. So does that mean that for a non-devotee, it is by destiny that he can get bhakti and not by his own will?
He may do some agyata sukriti. And based on that agyata sukriti, that sets him up for receiving some further mercy. Just like, for instance, say a devotee is walking along and he's carrying some heavy bags. So this non-devotee comes and says, "Oh, let me help you carry these bags." And the devotee's happy that he can get some help carry it. And so he did some service for that devotee. That's a agyata sukriti. That means unknowingly doing devotional service. And there are many, many examples. If a person, even a person who, chants, Namabas For instance, if a person says, "Oh, those Hare Krishnas, they're always singing so loudly, I can't sleep at night." So he said Hare Krishna. Right? So he got some mercy because he said Hare Krishna. And pretty soon he'll be joining the Hare Krishnas and not worrying about sleeping anymore. That's a Gyata Sukriti. A lot of devotees, the persons who had become devotees were somewhat given that opportunity. That's why devotees should travel in devotional clothes. Because even if they see you and you're in devotional clothes and they think, "Oh, these Hare Krishnas are doing nice work in the world," that's the Gyata Sukriti. They make benefit. Okay, Shiv, is that all right?
Yes, Maharaj. When I just wanted to share this, Maharaj. When I just hear these classes, Maharaj, suddenly I feel there is an overwhelming sense of responsibility as devotees that we are actually doing Krishna's work. And at the same time, I myself, I am struggling with my own conditioning and arthas, but still there is this huge responsibility on the shoulder as to how we kind of share Krishna, experience of Krishna with others. It seems to be a paradox, Maharaj.
I was listening to Prabhupada today and he was saying, what was he saying? Oh, it's a real good point he was making. I was saying that he was saying that by preaching, I forgot. I think he was saying that if you want the best way to control the mind. The best way to control the mind is to preach.
Okay.
Because you're always thinking how to do good to others, and you're making plans. You're actually acting in a way. You're preparing. So the mind is fully controlled. So for a preacher, they're always thinking how to do something, how to give Krishna consciousness to others. So therefore, that means their mind is fully controlled. Good point, right, Sri Devi? You like that one?
Very much, Guru Maharaj. I can't wait for your next assignment to travel and preach. I'm just stagnating, I feel, over here.
Well, right now there's a lot of living entities in your house you can't see.
Okay, I will chat to them. Yes, Guru Maharaj. By your mercy, everything
They
is
may
done.
not understand what you're saying, but there's a vibration there, so they can pick it up.
Okay. Yes, Guru Maharaj.
Okay.
Thank you so much. And out.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shiva Prabhu. I think your background also reminds me one thing, that this bridge, which is showing one side its material world, other side Golok Dham, and then back end there is sun shining with luck and this knowledge from this class of Maharaj. So how to cross from one side material world to other side. It's like very nice background.
Very, very nice reflection, Prabhu. Very nice. Hare Krishna.
So
Can you repeat that? Can you repeat that, Vrindavanath? I missed the import of that.
I was just saying, Maharaj, that this background of Shiva Kumar Prabhu, it's showing the bridge, and I feel like one side it's material world, other side is Golok Dham, and the back end there is sun shining, very beautiful sun, And I say this sun shining is the knowledge which is coming from this class, from your this lotus mouth. So
I guess
how
Shiva
to
Kumar
cross?
Shiva Kumar would have to cross the bridge to pull the people on the other side to his side.
Yes, Maharaj.
Yeah. What did Christ say? Christ said, "This world is a bridge. Walk across it, but don't build any house upon it."
Very true, Maharaj. And that leads to my one question, Maharaj. While a devotee asks any further question, we read Shikshastakam, Maharaj, every day before chanting. But how to really get this taste, especially that verse number 6 and 7, Ai Nanda Tanuja Kinkaram. Yeah. How to get those tears and how to feel the separation from Lord while we really chant, not just like sometimes, but like in the most of the time. How to, is this because of we are still having attachment to material world or lack of faith?
You have to understand the process of these prayers is progressive, coming from sadhana bhakti into bhava bhakti and into prema bhakti. So Ayinanda Tanuja Kinkaran is the preliminary stage of bhava bhakti. But you can't artificially try to create that and think that you made it, just like there are some Babajis. They like to make a show of bhakti, so they eat a bunch of chilies and some ginger, and then they start crying. And then everybody thinks they're so advanced. That's not the idea. So it happens. One of the ways you can understand that mood of bhakti is when you understand that what you're actually so foolish. You left Krishna. What a fool. We left Krishna. And to get back to Krishna, it requires that what is called contrition. Contrition means the mind is just focused on the difficulties that I have created by my activities. And therefore, one is crying. What are they crying for? In separation from Krishna. So that's the stage of bhakti. But if one meditates on that idea, that what a fool. I was in the spiritual world with Krishna. Now look where I am. And now I'm separated from Krishna. Will I ever get back to Krishna? Will he ever be merciful to me and give me the opportunity to engage in his pure devotional service? So one laments their fallen condition, but in a way of wanting to get out of it, and not in a way to feel bad about it. It's not like I'm fallen, so I'm crying about it. No, that's not it. I'm fallen because I want to get out of it. So the verse before that, Ayinanda Tanuja Kinkaram Patitamam Vishame Bhavam Buddha, Kripaya Tavapada Pankaja Stita Duli Sadisham Vichintayam. Prabhupada says that verse is important because it's in the mood of separation from Krishna. Somehow I fall into this ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up. The word is please, and place me as an atom at your lotus feet. Then what's the next one? Aslishyava pinaratam punastamam adarshanam marmahatam karotu vayata tatava vedadatu lampato madpranam nastu seva naparaha. So we can pray number 5. And if you pray number 5, keep praying number 5. You may also progress to the mood of number 6. And that verse is really guided by the idea that how can I chant attentively? How can I chant with devotion? You're asking Krishna to pick you up from your fallen condition. And he hears you, he hears everything. But sincerity is the key to getting the results. My dear Lord, please pick me up, but not today because I have a lot of things I want to do today. Tomorrow, maybe. I have to go to the movies, and I decided to meet a friend for dinner tonight. So, but tomorrow I'll really be your devotee and cry. Today I can't cry because I got a lot of things to do. That's called insincerity.
Thank you, Maharaj. Really, really powerful way to progress and focus on these particular verses. Thank you so much. Shridevi Mataji, you wanted to.
I'm just remembering Guru Maharaj, this lecture by Jivananda Maharaj. He's very humorous. He's known to speak very humorously. And he said, if Krishna comes here and says, come along with me, what are you going to tell him? Oh, no, my kitchen needs, refurbishing. I'm getting my kitchen renovated. Just hold on, Krishna. Let that kitchen renovation be over. Oh, I'm expecting my new car to come in. I can't, get back to you right now, Krishna. I have to wait for my new car to come in. So like this, he gives so many examples of how we are caught up with the toys of this world. And it's exactly what you said just now, Guru Maharaj. He had us in splits with his description of how much we are entangled in the material energy.
The idea is to be ready to go back home to Godhead at any moment, because you don't know when that time will come, when everything ends. So, as Bhakti Tirtha Swami wrote that book, Beggar 4, die before dying. Die to all of your material desires, so when it comes to leaving this body, and then your destination is the spiritual world and not another birth in this material world. So, in other words, every moment of life is important because it gives you a chance to become Krishna conscious. Okay. Is that it? Do we have any more questions? Mm-hmm.
Yes, not yet, Maharaj, but devotees, please don't wait for the last moment. So if you have any question, very important point today, in fact, a very, very powerful, impactful topic, that how to make your spiritual master your puppeteer. I think that's very, very, I would say, Maharaj, a very, very important meditation also, like for all of us to think just like that, how to make. Shridevi Mataji, I see again your hand raised. Is this by mistake or?
I have
No,
one more question, Guru Maharaj, if I may.
she's always thinking.
I want to know, Guru Maharaj, how will we know that we are making nice progress in Krishna consciousness in such a way that we are really, really proceeding toward not just, little by little, but really making nice progress?
Progress can be made gradually, or it can be made in leaps and bounds. But generally, the conditioned soul or the struggling devotee is making progress gradually. And I think you know the answer because I've answered that question so many times. there's two things that you can use as guidelines to see if you're making progress. One
Yes.
is
Both
how much you're attracted to Krishna consciousness, how much you're losing your attraction for material activities.
Right.
And when you fully lose your attraction for material activities, you're nicely situated in bhakti. So that's one. Just like you see sometimes when we preach to new people, sometimes they get eager and take the Krishna conscious. Then they tell us, you know, Maharaj, they come to me, Maharaj, you know, I don't have any enthusiasm for my job anymore. I said, very good. That means you're making progress. That's one way. The other way is the qualities of a Vaishnava. Am I actually developing those qualities? So cultivating the qualities and developing them, the qualities, we can see as those qualities manifest in your character and in your activities. And you can also see that that's an indication there is some progress being made. So learn the qualities. There's 26 qualities of a Vaishnava. There's also the qualities of the mode of goodness. There's also in the first verse of the 16th chapter, the qualities of a godly person. So there's in many places there's listings of Vaishnava qualities. The main one is the 26 qualities. So you use that as a barometer to see, am I becoming humble? Am I becoming tolerant? Am I becoming undisturbed by happiness and distress? Am I becoming, what we say, less enthusiastic to be glorified?
Hmm.
You know, there's so many qualities. Am I able to preach at any given time without any preparations? So all of these qualities, there's a big list. Am I eating just what I need and not more? That's a tough one, especially when you have good cooks. Like Kanchana Abja's wife, she's a good cook. Yeah, I have a problem. I got too many good cooks.
Yes, Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much.
Yeah, okay. All right. Himanshi.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my most humble obeisances. Guru Maharaj, I'm not feeling good asking this question as devotees are having such nice questions and such higher thinking for spiritual life. But I am still I'm also thinking of such higher goals in bhakti that I have to preach, I have to cultivate the people for Sunday love feast and everything. But at the same point, I am struggling a lot in my sadhana, Guru Maharaj. I am not able to wake up early in the morning. And even my sadhana is not good. How can I focus on higher goals then? So Guru Maharaj, please guide what I can do to improve my sadhana.
Well, one of the easy ways to wake up earlier is to go to bed earlier. Probably
Guru
that
Maharaj,
sounds it's very
actually I have
practical.
my job.
Well, what time do you take rest at night?
Maharaj, actually, because of my job, I have different shift timings. So sometimes I'm sleeping at 2 a.m. Sometimes it's 3 a.m. I will go to sleep at that time because my shift ends at that time.
Well, you can't expect to get up early. Going you can expect to make sure you get enough rest. And then you just have to plan your day. But if you have a full day ahead of you and you're still going to bed so late, then your lifestyle is not very good. Something has to adjust. Either you have to adjust your day's activities, or get a job where you don't have to work those hours.
Yes, Guru Maharaj. Guru
Yeah,
Maharaj, I am thinking I should not sleep at after completing my shift at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. I should not sleep. I go Mangal Aarti and then come and then I should sleep so I can attend
no,
Mangal Aarti daily.
just start chanting your rounds at that time. What you could do is chant maybe half your rounds and then take some rest and then get up and then chant the rest of your rounds. That way you can finish your rounds without too much difficulty.
Yes,
Don't
Guru
worry about
Maharaj.
Mangal Arati and just go somehow or other chant your rounds. I mean, Mangal Arati is important and we should go, but and our 16 rounds are really the fundamental principle of our spiritual progress. And chanting as early as possible makes the day much more, what we say, easier to deal with. The challenges we get, the the things that we have to do. Early rounds are the best rounds because they set the stage for the rest of the day nicely.
Yes, Guru Maharaj.
So yeah, if you can, yeah, I mean, if you want to go to Mangal Arati, that's one thing, but if you gave me a choice between Mangal Arati and rounds, I would immediately take the rounds.
Okay, Guru Maharaj.
Then you can turn on the media later and hear Srila Prabhupada sing Mangal Arati.
Yes, Guru Maharaj.
Is that all right?
Thank you so much, Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Anjali Mataji, please go ahead.
Hi. Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances unto your lotus feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to you, Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj, I wanted to ask that do we choose with free will one among the three modes of material nature? And if so, how can we switch? And is it based on past karma that we pick among these three modes of nature, one among that? And also, Guru Maharaj, yesterday when I was reading Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, at some place in some shloka, I don't remember the text number, I read that we take the reaction of each karma. So it is good or bad. So like you even mentioned right now that we should stay in the mode of goodness. But that will also have a reaction. Doesn't this means that we should detach from all the three modes of karma and do something which has no reaction, that is devotional service?
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
There's karma, akarma, and vikarma. Karma means activities that are, what we say, acceptable. Vikarma means unacceptable activities, sinful activities, violent activities, activities that offend others. And akarma is devotional service. So if you stay fixed in your devotional service, you're not in any of the three modes. You're in what is called Sudasattva. That means above the three modes, on the qualities of goodness, but in devotional service. So you can gradually elevate yourself from one mode to another by practicing the qualities of the mode of goodness. So generally, we practice the qualities of the mode of goodness and we get situated in the mode of goodness, and we can take those qualities and use them in devotional service. And then that's transcendence, that's bhakti. Yeah, so learn the qualities of the mode of goodness and practice them. Krishna explains them in the Bhagavad Gita. They're also explained in the Bhagavatam. Okay. What was the first
Yes, Guru.
question? Yeah, the first
Uh,
question was ultimately,
the-
yeah, your karma is there and it'll force you to act in a certain way. But you can act under the guidance of the spiritual master, and that way you don't have to act according to your karma. If you choose spiritual over material, then you're free from the reactions of the material activities.
So Guru Maharaj, how can those people who do not have spiritual masters, how can we guide people around us to choose mode of goodness?
Don't worry about them. Okay.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Guru
Mataji.
Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Gauri Priya Mataji, please go ahead. Mataji, you're on
Hare
mute.
Krishna. Yes. Hare Krishna, sorry. Hare Krishna, dear Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances and all Vaishnavas. Dear Maharaj, when I joined this group, I had a certain problem, a violation of a principle. And on the external level, this problem has been solved, but internally it has not. Yeah, since the foolishness of material desires does not go away. And this is, of course, very distressing. You said that time that I should remain in the group and um, see the, like, so to say, follow and listen those who have faith and are strong in devotional service. So my it's such a question appear, like how can I serve here? How can I serve you? How can I serve the group? And that I can be also useful.
Well, do you have options to do different types of services?
Options? No, not yet.
Mm.
I don't know
No.
to whom to appeal. No.
Where are you?
I'm in Moldova, between
back in-
Ukraine and Romania. I am still here, and I'll be
Yeah,
remaining here.
I think the best thing in your situation is find that association that you can be happy and peaceful with and work with, and avoid the other association. I mean, we can
Okay.
choose our association. If you come together as a group, even in the group, you can associate with those devotees that you feel more comfortable with, that inspire you in devotional service, that you can relate to. And the other ones, you just become friendly, but not more than that. Devotees are
Okay.
friendly to everyone, but they don't associate with everybody. Even devotees, we don't associate with certain devotees.
Yeah, true. It's like that. Okay, understood.
Okay, good. Are
Thank
you come to India?
Trying. I'm trying somehow. I
Come to
was
India.
there.
You can join us in our big festival in Ujjain in the middle of September.
Oh, that unfortunately on 16th of September I have exam finishing of a massage therapy.
You're going to be a massage teacher. Okay.
Doing massage. Yeah, so finishing.
After the 16th, we have another program in Govardhan Eco Village. Come 10. Starts on the 23rd.
I'll try my best, Maharaj.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Best wishes. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji.
Okay. We're gonna stop here now, and it's getting
Yes, Maharaj, there is no any questions also. So with your permission, we'll close this.
Hare Krishna. I just want to announce tomorrow's class. Hare Krishna, the devotees, tomorrow's class is with Harrisburg devotees, and the verse number is Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela, 5th chapter, 109 onwards. Hare Krishna Maharaj.
109. Yeah. Honestly, it changed.
Yes, Maharaj. Yeah, that's right.
You got the change, right?
Yes, Maharaj. Yeah. So
Okay, good.
Time.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. See you all soon again, maybe tomorrow, hopefully. And thank you, Vrindavan Nath, for teaching us how important it is to cross the bridge. Okay.
श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, शिला प्रभुपाद की
Hare
जय,
Krishna.
अनंत कोटि वैष्णव
Jai.
वृंद की जय।
Jai.
Jai.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Jai.
How many people were in Vrindavan Nath, how many people were online at the peak?
31, Maharaj.
How many people were online at the peak time?
31.
31?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay, good. Okay, just was curious.
Yes. Devotee, last chance to get Maharaj Mercy switching on your video. Last 10 seconds.
Okay.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, thank you.
No, thank you, Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Maharaj, thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Guru Maharaj.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
I got some people
Thank you
in the
so much.
background here. There's some devotees here. There you go. We got some kirtaniers in the back here.
Mm-hmm.
I can see them.
Jai, Hari Bol.
Yeah, pray to them. You'll be in kirtan all the time.
Hari Bol.
Okay. We got Prem Murthy from Croatia. We got his good wife, Tamini Radha from Croatia. And we got Dharma Vatsal from Croatia. And guess where I am? I'm in Croatia.
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. Thank you.
Thank
you.